Hello!
Hi!
This is Vee.
And I'm Hayley.
And we are Storybrewers Roleplaying. And we are here today to celebrate our 3rd birthday.
Yay!
And we thought we'd celebrate the occasion by hosting a trivia challenge for each other. So I've come up with a bunch of questions. Hayley has come up with a bunch of questions. And we will ask them of each other. And whoever gets the most correct answers will be crowned the
CEO!
of Storybrewers.
Yes!
I would rather like the High Overlord or something like that.
Hi, Overlord.
Title pending.
We can work with that.
They can crown themselves anything they'd like. So, let's get started.
We've spent many of our 3 years focused on Good Society, our Jane Austen role-playing game. We've read the text and edited the text over and over again, but how well do you really know the text of Good Society? Now, examples are an important way to illustrate how rules work. And the Good Society example text features 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
Tabby, the facilitator, and then 3 players who play major characters.
Mm-hmm.
What are the names of the major characters played by Edwin, Shani, and Nadia in the Good Society example text? Is it A, Charlotte, Isabel, and Henry? B, Charlotte, Elizabeth, and Jeff? Or C, Charlotte, Emma, and Fitzwilliam?
Oh my god, this is so annoying because I thought you were going to ask what are the names of the other 3 players, and I'm like, yes, I got this in the bag.
Too easy for someone who has read the text upwards of 45 times.
And the next problem is that all of these Regency names after a certain point in your 3 years start to blur into each other. But I'm going to go with C. I've forgotten the names, but C.
Charlotte, Emma, and Fitzwilliam.
Yes.
Would you like to lock that
I
in?
am locking it in.
Ding, 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 ding! That's correct. How did you know?
Because I remember Fitzwilliam being a very stupid name.
All right.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
My first question. This goes way back. Before we created as Storybrewers, we cut our teeth on some small, silly scenarios. One of these was Harvest Gloom, which was a scenario for a subterranean tourist party town by the name of Shroomsgate. Tagline, slaughter goblins by day, slaughter your liver by night.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, isn't that hilarious? One of my favorite characters appearing in this adventure was a ragged, runty goblin. What was his name?
Oh no.
A. Mato, B. Musil, or C. Yogs?
Oh, this is hard because I'm pretty sure that all 3 of these characters appeared in the scenario.
Correct.
And I'm pretty sure it is not Mato, or as it is correctly pronounced, Mato, from tomato. I just feel like they weren't a Yogs type, so I'm going to go B, Musil.
Correct. Musil was my name.
My next question for you. Since day 1, you've done the graphic design for Storybrewers because I could not do it to save my life. We all know that the hex code for Storybrewers Orange is FAA 330.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow, you've committed that to memory. Well done.
I wrote it on this card.
Oh.
Yes. But what is the hex code for
no.
Good Society Green?
Oh no.
Is it A, 64AF8E, B, 97C, 89D, or, and this may blow your little graphic designer mind, C, 186B5C?
Oh my god, I am ashamed to say that I have no clue.
Gasp!
Yeah, no. That is shocking. When you said it, the one that I was leaning to, and this sucks if you pulled it on other colours that we've seen because it sounded familiar, is that why? Is A.
That's correct!
Oh, thank God!
It is 64AF8E.
So let's move on to my next question for you, Hayley. First off, congratulations on completing Downstairs at the Abbey, ready for PDF release at the end of this month. In fact, do you know how many versions of the text there is in the Downstairs folder? Was it A, 6, B, 7, or C, 8?
Okay, I need to clarify here, because when we say versions of the text, are we talking about files or version 1, version 2, how they're named? Because there's
how
like
they're
3
named.
versions of version 4.
That's true. That is very true. Filing convention that we don't stick to. What is the highest numbered draft text that you have in that folder?
It's either 7 or 8. I'm going to go with version 8.
Correct. You have 8 versions, but actually more than that in that folder.
Version 7 was a classic. Question number, I've got no idea.
Alright, I'm ready.
Yep. Are you?
Yes.
Are you ready to be CEO? Because we're still neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Okay. So we do have a blog on our website.
We do.
Yes. However, I have to admit we're a little irregular
It's true.
in our post schedule.
We'll try to be better.
Yeah. So which of these 2 blog posts contains a emphatic but unfulfilled promise that a part 2 of the content is coming really, really soon? Is it A, designing in another morality, B, think before you stat, or C, the conundrum of writing historically inspired role-playing games?
Oh man. I remember you writing all 3 of these.
Yes, that's hard because I have written these blog posts, but you edited each of these blog posts.
It's true, and then I put them in, I banished them into the shadow realm of my mind,
That
never
is
to
wise.
be retrieved again. A second part. So the first one was,
Designing in another morality.
I want to believe that one is complete. Look, I'm going to go B, that's where my gut's telling me. I feel like my story is plausible. That maybe there was these details that you wanted to get into, but because there was numbers involved, you never got into the details.
B is correct. And it was, I tried to trick you there because on C, the conundrum of writing a historically inspired role-playing game, I promised in the comments that I would write a second part, but not in the actual main body of the blog.
We play a lot of our games online on our Discord. And you, Hayley, often mention some of your favorite games you've played have been run there. One of the most recent ones was the playtest, of course, of the Fake Court, an expansion of Good Society. And in this game, one of our players played a character with an extremely unique name. So let's fill in the blank.
Is this a spelling question?
No.
Oh, good.
Could I at once, this is the name of the character, by the way.
Yes.
Could I at once my mad ambition smother, for tasting joys like these, sure I should be blank and dearer to society. So fill in the blank. Is it A, contented, B, happier, or C, delighted?
It is B, happier.
Oh.
And I know this.
Oh, you know this
because
one.
I played that character's mother.
Well done.
Thank you.
You did commit it to memory by the end of
did.
that game.
It was one of my greatest joys. That's a joke no one will get except
You. Right there.
Yeah.
You got it.
you got it.
Alright.
Alright. Next question. And I will admit this is my favourite question
Okay.
that I have for you
I'm
today.
ready.
Along with our 2 major games that we have put out last for Seeing Good Society, we're also working on a 3rd game, and that is, of course, Fight with Spirit, our sports anime game. And as you know, we've gone through a number of iterations of Fight with Spirit in order to get to where we are today. In fact, we're actually at version 7. Which of these seemingly cryptic sentences was not a real rule in any version of the game? And there's 4 for you to choose from here, just to up the difficulty. You're getting them all right. I had to do something.
Fine. Go for it.
Okay, so we're looking for the rule that is fictional, that did not actually appear in the game. Is it A, you can use your upward for automatic fail and automatic success? B, you can use your belief with full success boxes to try and help someone overcome their belief? Mark that if you do. C, if you draw a success at persuading another main character, they can decide not to be persuaded, but they must mark isolation. Or D, if you invoke your belief to bring a secondary character into the game, then you automatically tick your success box.
Why is there so much nonsense that we write?
Guys, game rules don't make sense out of context.
Or in context.
Or in context, which is why none of these are rules of the game anymore.
Oh my god, they're all just as bad.
Yep.
I honestly don't remember there being isolation, so I'm gonna go with that one. Is that C?
C.
C. Lock it in?
Alright, that is incorrect. What?
When did this
There
happen?
was an isolation box. Nobody ever marked it during
great.
any of the play tests.
But if an isolation box cries out in the woods and no one marked it, was
it really a rule? I agree with you there. I sympathize with you. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to mark you incorrect. The answer was, if you invoke your belief to bring a secondary character into the game, then you automatically tick your success box.
That sounds like something we would do.
Yeah, I was being sneaky. That does sound like something we could do.
One of the hazards of being self-published is that the amount of boxes of books, cards, and other paraphernalia you end up living with grows every year.
I do not know the answer.
How many boxes are currently
I do not know the answer to this question. What are the options?
A, 32 boxes.
Jesus.
B, 40 boxes.
No.
Or C, 48 boxes.
No, Veronica, no, it cannot be. What are the options again? It's not 32 because that's just not chaotic enough. You know what? I'm just going to go with the vibe of the thing since I don't have any clue what the answer is. It feels like we're living with 48 boxes in our house.
It feels like we're living with 48 boxes in our house, but in fact, we are only living with 32.
What?
Well, there's always more chance to get more boxes in the future. Well done.
Our first major game was Alas for the Awful Sea, and like most of our games, the text ended up being a little bit longer than we intended. How many pages long is Alas for the Awful Sea?
Oh my god.
Is it A, 232, B, 242, or C, 252?
I think it's either A or B. Oh man.
How verbose are we, Veronica?
Those are pretty small margins once you get to those amounts of pages.
Yes. You had to lay out every single one of those pages.
You are quite correct. I did have to, and I had to index it, so I should remember. Did we slow down and break and had plenty of buffer, or did we screech and halt right before the two? Okay, I'm gonna say A, 232.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Without further ado, my last question to you, Hayley. It's quite. This is probably my favorite one.
Okay. Good.
It has been 3 long years of working together, and even full time for some of that.
Yes.
I don't think it's an underestimation at this stage to say that I spend pretty much all of my waking hours with you. So here's my question. There's a little bit of a scenario here. It's a 40-degree day in the middle of summer.
So today.
And it's past midday. The last time I did exercise was yesterday when I went bouldering at 2 to 5 p.m. I'm currently a little stressed out working on making the last changes to the graphic design of a game we're working on. And you notice that I haven't yet eaten. So you ask me if you can get me something. What do I ask for? You ready? A,
yes.
A packet of Twippers, which is Twisties. I just call them Twippers. B, to heat me up a meal because I am starving.
No, that's just sensible. Definitely not.
Or C, I refuse to eat, but I'll take a minute-long shoulder massage. Talk us through your thought process.
Okay, so here's the thing. You definitely don't want a meal because it's too hot and too busy to eat. But you're still snack full. So I'm going to have to go with A, the Twippers.
That is correct.
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll just have to be still 1/2 each of Storybrewers Roleplaying, and in 2 more years when we turn 5, we will have a rematch.